Hello and welcome to this episode of Star Trek Reliant. And tonight we have a very special episode because it is vacation time here in the sunny space year of 2023 in September. Oh, I'm having a vacation
Yay.
anyway. Because it's space and somewhere on Rise, everywhere is vacation time. So, without further ado, let me introduce our full crew for tonight. So, starting off, we've got Shorog, our security officer.
I'm here for fun in the sun and drinking a lot of rum.
We got our man out of time, DB Wells.
Hi. I'm gonna try my best to not have any fun. Woo!
We've got our con officer, Karn Judrani.
Can we go back to Daniel? What the fuck?
Listen,
We've
ship's
got
empty. That's a
our
perfect opportunity to get some extensive work done.
no one pay attention to Daniel and what he's plugging into anything else. We've got our XO and CMO, Eli O'Connor.
Please don't put me down there. I forgot my extra strength sunscreen this year. I'm going to burn like a fucking crisp.
Fork in a
We've
microwave.
got we've got our chief engineer, Rick Tier.
Greetings, I am planning on souping up some vehicle or some other kind of thing.
And we've got our chaplain of our All Faiths Chapel / security officer / bartender, Waitley. Not all in the same role.
Not all of those. The different characters I play, but the character I'm playing this episode is Waitley, and Waitley's introduction is, "We're going to Risa, yes? I am very much looking forward to the peace and quiet."
Everyone takes a step back because he's got a smile on his face or a slight smirk.
Oh, Waitley is very grin. Very grin. Lots of grin. Lots of grin. It's extremely uncomfortable.
So we cut to the scene of the USS Reliant coming out of warp and falling into line around Risa, where it's peaceful, it's quiet. The liners are gone, the major tourist vessels have all scampered. No luxury cruisers, no fancy yachts. It's just peaceful. And the crew of the
Meanwhile,
USS Reliant is
Sitting at the station, Kara is clearly on edge.
And yeah, the crew is basically off to, well, have a little bit of a vacation, bringing Reliant into a dry dock for, Starfleet approved minor maintenance, while the rest of the crew basically has full time without having to coordinate between shifts and who's staying behind while the rest of the crew gets to go gallivant around on tropical paradise. Graves has arranged something, nice for the crew in that respect. And everyone's just basically free to get ready and gather up into the transporter rooms, where different groups have different reservations around the primary resort.
So let me interject here at the beginning, just to explain what the other two characters I'll be playing are doing during this episode. So as soon as the news comes out that we're doing a Risa vacation, Grimner just shakes his head, says, "Nope, don't like the heat. Fuck that shit. I prefer the snow and the cold. I like the air conditioning. Don't like the heat. I remember Risa last year. That shit fucking sucked. I'm staying on the ship. Y'all go have fun down there." However,
Last year it's only
it also happens to be my sheep's birthday. So I'm going to have a birthday for Mule the sheep in the holodeck. And he goes to the holodeck expecting Mule the sheep to follow him. And she was behind him when he started walking. But apparently she just vanished like she has this terrible habit of doing. So Grimner winds up spending the entire time sad that he's by himself. He had this big birthday party for his pet sheep planned. She didn't show up. And he's the kind of pet owner, his pets can do whatever they want. He's very sad that she decided that she didn't want to be there for her birthday party. So he winds up bringing up a holodeck program of the Ushan tournament on Andoria. And he has a lot of fun with that. But basically, he's... Mary, on the other hand, as soon as Grimnir announces that he's doing a birthday party for Mule the Sheep on the holodeck, Mary shows up and says, I want to go to Risa. Risa sounds fun. And she puts on a bikini, and she's like, her red hair's down, she's got sunscreen on. She's like, let's go. And she's on the transporter. She's like, let's go. Come on. Let's go. Whately walks in and goes, so excited. Mary looks at him and says, who are you talking to? Next person.
Carr on the bridge just turns around and looks at the captain and immediately says, first place I'm checking out is that cave where the smugglers were last year, and the Orions were the year before. I don't trust it.
That's probably wise. All right. Let's see. Is there anything else the captain should attend to? Clear the duty logs. Ship's status is good. Lock the command codes. He just stands up, just looking around the bridge, slightly procrastinating.
Eli's in the first officer's chair.
Next to Eli and says, anything else? Like, I don't know. It just seems we're forgetting something.
I forgot to.
No, go ahead, Nick.
I forgot to book something on another planet, and that's why I'm here instead of somewhere cold and skiing.
Wait. Another planet. And Graves just has a quick flashback to a small little survey mission they were doing just before they got to Risa, where surveying a local comet. Pretty fine. He remembers giving John authorization to go, take a look down there. And just realizes, did we ever get him back?
It's John. He'll show up when he wants to.
He could bring himself back, yeah.
All right. Just hope he's not waiting for us. Cut to John on the asteroid, finding a little bit of I don't know. It's something. It's metallic. It's shiny. It's embedded into the asteroid. Digs. And he digs. And he digs. And he finds a data pad. On the data pad, there's a set of coordinates somewhere on Risa. Looks at the data pad. Looks up and says, "Treasure!" And he sets off to go find a shovel somewhere in the universe so he can go dig for pirate treasure on Risa.
Rick here will be meeting people at the transporter pad when they're ready to go down. He's sort of got the warp core powered down in a situation where if something does happen, at least the warp core won't explode. Because
Hopefully.
nothing is...
I'm going to make you do an engineering roll.
Alright.
We'll do an engineering roll. See if we can build momentum.
Reason engineering? Control?
Yeah, reason engineering. I'd say reason's good enough. You know what you're doing. It's, second nature. So the reflexes, 2 successes.
So that probably would be...
build up and momentum.
It's probably
Definitely
3.
a momentum.
It's probably 3 because he's working with the engineering team and he still gets a bonus to that.
Oh, yeah. So, 2 successes for that. So, we got, or 2 bonus successes for that. So, 2 momentum. You have power. Basically going into the, long scenes. But anyway, you're able to successfully check things off. And, engineering is in perfect condition to basically leave for its minor maintenance and without any fear of compromised systems or warp core explosions or the like. Nothing will happen to Reliant now.
So with that, he's already in an Hawaiian shirt and like these short swim shorts, and is just seen exiting engineering, heading down towards the transporter pad.
Setsumiel is carrying 2 giant hauling 2 giant suitcases down towards the transporter room as well. Let's see. Daniel and Chorog.
Chorog has been busying himself in his quarters, gathering all of his stashed away slips of latinum for the big gambling tournament because this year's lot is something he desperately wants. He is a huge fan of Pink Floyd, and they have an original vinyl pressing of Dark Side of the Moon, one of his favorite albums, oddly enough. After he gets his last slips of Latin and puts it away, he goes into a closet, pulls out a large bag, unzips the bag, and lays out an unusual piece of attire. Oh, wait till they get to see my summer attire. They're gonna love this.
And Daniel.
Daniel is just kind of loitering in the hallway, just whenever people ask him if he's excited for to go to Risa, he's just like, yeah, totally, and just kind of waits for everybody to get off the ship.
And everyone's basically filing the transport room. Graves finally pulls himself off the bridge, looking for basically out of excuses. And he, settles over to the transporter room, and that's us on the other side of the transport room. And they kind of awkwardly make eye contact and kind of shift around while everyone's mulling around and waiting for their turn to beam down. It's kind of a line at this point as the entire crew is heading down to Risa.
And there's Mary and Whately. Whately's in his, what he usually wears when he goes to Risa. He's shaved his goatee. He's clean shaven. He's got his hair, his long black hair. It's loose, whereas normally he wears it tied back in a ponytail. He's got this very loose fitting black button down shirt, except it's not buttoned down. It's completely open, bare chest, and he's got these knee length shorts on with sandals. He's just standing there, he's excited, Any normal person that's not familiar with Whately would just see Whately it's a weird outfit. I've never seen him dressed like that. But anybody who's familiar with Whately is oh, he's excited. And Whately is very excited for his conservative nature, the way he's always reserved. He's very obviously I can't wait to go. I can't wait to go. Can we go? Can we go? Please, can we go? And Mary's standing there, as we have described Mary multiple times. She is very buxom. She is very athletic and very svelte. And she's got her long red hair tied back. She's got some sunglasses on. She's wearing a red bikini. And she's like, just let me know when we need to go.
What of the others?
Kara's wearing her one-piece, swimsuit underneath a jacket and a pair of shorts. She's also carrying a phaser rifle. She looks at Graves. Don't worry, I got permission.
Whately raises an eyebrow and says, what do you need a rifle for on Risa?
Do you not remember the last 2 times we were here?
Yes, I do. They were the greatest times of my life.
Yeah, well, the rest of us had work we were doing.
Yeah, pattern recognition is definitely a thing.
Trog has left his quarters, donned out in his Risa gear, walks into the transporter room to absolute stunned silence. They cannot believe what they are seeing. Trog is wearing what can best be described as a baby powder blue leisure suit, a very loud, wide-collar shirt, and a pair of the most undescribable white patent leather shoes anyone has ever seen, and a pair of gold Elvis-style sunglasses.
There you go, JB. Look at chat.
Exactly, just like that.
Setsa just kind of glances over and says,
that is an look.
Kara leans over when Setsa talks and says, what? I can't
I
hear
said-
you over Chorog's shirt.
I thought I'd try something different this year. I love this outfit.
Mary slaps her face to her forehead, or slaps her hand to her forehead and says, Chirag, you look good, but I think we could do a little better. Tell you what, when we get planet side, I got some ideas.
No, don't you touch this. I like this suit.
Mary quirks an eyebrow, kind of tilts her ass out, and says, are you sure you don't want me to touch it?
We'll discuss terms later.
Fair enough. We'll discuss it planet side.
And might I add, Chirag's normal, kind of all over the place hair is now completely slicked back. He must have used an entire jar of
Of pomade.
pomade to get his hair to slick back that far.
So Mary's gonna do a thing because she's kind of into Chorog right now. She's gonna like intentionally will that his hair never moves. It is permanently fixed the way that it is right now.
Gorog, your hair will be immaculate for the rest of the episode.
Perfect.
Of course, he doesn't know that. She doesn't say anything. She just smiles at him and winks. Kind of
This
flicks her
includes-
ass his way.
As a DM, I will also say that in addition to the hair not moving, it will now serve as a potent ballistic shield and will resist high-grade energy weapons fire. Just in
Oh, yeah,
case.
that's perfect.
That's given.
That's perfect. That's exactly something what Mary would do without thinking about it.
The hair won't move because her dragon has willed it. But that means in an atomic sense as well. So anyway,
both of the checkers
Just
show up. They enter the room dressed for D-Day.
describe dress for D-Day.
They are
my
dressed
God.
as World War II American GIs.
Olive drab helmets,
Olive drab
the whole
helmets.
thing.
The netting,
was-
the helmets.
I was about to say, don't
The
let Mary
rifles.
forget the hair. Except now Mary's completely forgotten about the hair, and she's looking at them going,
I was about to
can
say,
I
Skipper-
do to fuck with you.
Kara
One
looks
check.
over and she just says, I'm not sure if you're taking this seriously or not. Literally, it could go either way.
One checkers has an M1 Garand, the other has a Tommy gun.
Skipper is also with the checkers and has a matching helmet.
We're going to a reenactment, what?
Trog looks at the two checkers like, and they say I'm dressed out of place.
I just said we're going to reenactment.
I'm also gonna say that's now a thing on Risa. There's a surprising fascination in the local culture with warfare as that counterpoint to the hospitable culture, and to celebrate Risa's.
They never.
Here, hold on,
experienced it,
hold on.
so yeah.
So there are festivals and as kind of a sort of a beach affair, reenactment of the storming of Normandy Beach. Because Risa has fabulous beaches as well.
All the
I
Nazis
also-
are played by holograms, obviously.
Oh God. I also imagine there's lots of really good Risa reenactments of Klingon wars.
Yeah, in the Foundry, I did have the symbol for what was it? The Risian Trading Guild was a battle axe, a historical battle axe. But at this point, basically, the crew is able to basically get in line and get to the point where they're able to beam down as a group. Basically, got a couple of suites rented out for the senior staff on the higher end of the fanciness spectrum, and the crew is able to beam down with a bit of a whoosh and a woof. And at some point, we should probably it would be cool to get some sound effects, which I actually have and I can upload.
Eli is not there. He is still on the bridge, hoping that nobody notices he hasn't gone down, trying to put it off as long as he can.
Well, he's
work
technically in charge
crews-
of the ship now, right?
Well, technically, but he's got like work crews starting up around him, like kind of occasionally glancing over.
He
Just
gets
sitting there
the
in the chair.
notification that Grimnir is in the holodeck and ignoring all hails, all notifications.
I mean, just got a few people on the ship, including Daniel. Most of the crew has, beamed down at this point.
Seeing
Can we do a roll real quick?
Sure. Who is rolling for what?
I want Eli to roll insight plus what would it be? Insight plus science.
Do an inside science roll.
I will, just
Sheep
a
guy.
moment. Inside
The sheep
science.
god commands it.
Or command. Insight, science, or command, whichever
I'm
is
going with
higher.
command. Command, then.
Because he is in command of the ship, so command would play a role as well.
I don't think any focus would apply, so damn.
Uh,
Hmm. No, like let's just keep it
It's
Does not
moving.
matter.
basically noticing transporter logs. One success.
No,
'Cause
it's
I
two
would-
Two
successes.
successes.
Two successes. Number
Well, I was
two.
gonna say difficulty is 10 for him to
10?
notice.
What?
No,
It's
hold
literally
on,
impossible.
Nord. Yeah, you can't succeed at a difficulty 10 roll because
okay.
10
You would need success.
Okay.
10, 10 successes is what that means.
Okay. No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I meant you had to
Yeah,
roll
so
a
his
10 or
target
higher.
No, yeah, so that's his target. His target
Okay.
was 14. So cuz that's,
Okay.
he's good at command.
Well,
He's a
if
command
the
officer.
target is 14, then he got no successes.
But I
No,
got
other way,
underway.
Nord.
He got under them. That's the thing. You roll under.
No, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I've
And
been
it
playing a
does
lot of
automatically
Baldur's Gate, and I'm used to rolling high. My bad. My bad.
Yep. Just let
All
yeah,
right.
I can
Okay. Yep, my bad. I apologize. All right, so Eli, as he's at his command station, observing, the transporting situation of everybody going to Risa, he notices that Mary's transporter signature does not show up at all in the computer.
Nope, not fucking with this. Last time I did, I got a stroke. Nope.
At least
So-
he remembers.
So basically Eli is now, he's free to run about the ship. Daniel is free to run around the ship. Wink wink at Daniel.
Upon making sure the coast is clear, Daniel immediately goes to bring out a bunch of like high energy cables and starts like taking panels off the wall and just trying to work fast before people come back. Just installing
you wearing
various
at this point?
things, making different connections.
So what is Daniel wearing?
Just usual casual wear. I guess. I'm pretty sure the only clothes Daniel has, aside from the spacesuit, is whatever Starfleet gave him, and the clothes he was wearing inside his spacesuit when he arrived on the ship.
So I'm gonna say you're wearing your jumpsuit today, and you just blend in with the engineering crews.
I'm thinking standard Starfleet citizen. Every time we saw a standard Starfleet citizen, like on TNG, they always wore the same thing. It was like this super colorful but muted like jumpsuit kind of thing.
So he's not wearing
Yeah.
Jake Sisko bus seat cheek?
No,
I
that's
don't know how you pronounce that.
Yeah, that's later.
Chic.
Cheek.
Yeah,
So,
you pronounced it right.
Yeah. Daniel, you basically are blending in with the engineering crew. So no one, like, even if someone sees as they walk by that you're doing stuff, I mean, it doesn't seem like, everyone just kind of assumes that you're working.
Yeah, and if anyone asks, Daniel just says standard maintenance and goes back to work.
I'm gonna interject here real quick. So, Daniel feels a tap on his shoulder.
Huh? And Daniel looks over his shoulder.
He sees Mary. She's in her Starfleet security uniform. What are you doing here?
Standard maintenance.
No, that's not what you're doing here.
Hold on. We
Above
do want,
standard
like,
maintenance?
DM.
Sorry.
Okay, DM time here. We
Okay,
do
go ahead.
want to get through this without interference.
Well, this is
Also setting up this is setting up future episodes. So just to make sure you know where the scene's going, we do want Daniel to go through and do this because this.
no.
will...
I'm not trying to dissuade him from it. I'm just trying to put a funny scene in.
Yeah, I'm fine with conflict
Yeah.
on the way to on the storyline. I just like I get that we have an idea
Yeah.
where this is all going to build up, but I'm fine with people like getting in the way and Daniel having to like do a bunch of make up excuses, do a bunch of stuff to
Yeah, I'm not trying to stop him from what he's doing. I'm just trying to put a funny scene in.
Oh yeah, that's good. I'm just saying so you know where to direct the scene. That just in case he was
like I
going to
said,
get sent to Risa.
Like I'm not trying to change it. I'm just trying to insert a funny scene. That's all.
Okay, so I will shut up and you go for it.
And so yeah,
above average
Mary
maintenance?
taps on Daniel's shoulder and says, "What are you still doing here?"
standard maintenance.
Now, Daniel knows that Mary went down on Risa with the rest of the main bridge crew.
Does he? He was just kind of waiting
Oh,
in this
he-
hallway to
Oh,
start
that's
working.
a
Well,
good question. Do
yeah.
we want to do a roll to see if he knows that?
No, I will just say he does not know because he has not been paying attention to
Okay, fair
transport
enough.
logs and who's been going on the crew. So he
Yeah,
has just been looking at getting this stuff
The
done.
reason I ask if we want to make that a roll is this is kind of a continuation of like an ongoing thing with Mary and Daniel.
I mean, we could make it.
We're like leaning into Daniel is slowly learning that Mary is not normal.
I mean, if Mary's like jumping between places rapidly, we could see if Daniel like
Oh,
picks up on
she's
some
not
like.
jumping between. She's in
Oh.
both places simultaneously.
Okay,
But
well,
obviously nobody knows that. But that's what's going on.
well, I mean, if you want to give Daniel a chance to like maybe wonder, hey, something's fishy here. Maybe like we could say he like might like.
Yeah, I feel like
something and-
Daniel should do a roll to kind of just like something's not right here. Like,
All right, let's go with an insight. Oh, insight commander science.
Well, I'm going with
Or
science.
security.
What?
Or I said or security, but yeah. If you're going with science, go with
whichever is
science.
higher.
Wait. So can I choose?
I mean, that would be the strategic way of looking at it, but I mean, you could go with whichever is lower.
Wait a minute. So it's insight and then either
And then
command,
science.
security, or science.
Yeah, one of those. Just whatever you want.
Okay. Well, there's two ways I could try to skew this. One of them is a score of 1. The other is a score of 5.
Oh, did you just straight up roll dice?
No. I'm
No.
saying my
He's
score.
talking about his.
my score.
his
the
value.
number.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try and see what the hell's going on. So I'll roll with science.
Because I feel like if anybody on the ship, because Daniel wasn't there when Mary revealed herself to the crew. So I feel like if anybody on the ship is ever going to figure out what Mary is, it's going to be Daniel. He should get the chance. He should get the role.
He's also got a particular view on reality. He can
Exactly.
notice things.
Would a focus on space-time apply?
I'll say yes.
Yeah, I would say yes.
Yes.
I am inclined to say yes as well.
That would be 2 successes because I have a 5 in science.
And a focus applies, correct. So
Yep.
2 successes.
So he knows that this Mary is not the Mary that's on Risa. This is a different Mary than the one that he knows went on the transporter.
Okay, so after Daniel is like tries to think of an excuse when he sees Mary's not buying it, he just kind of tilts his head and like takes another look and says, "What are you doing here?"
Do whatever I want.
Well,
Why
I'm
don't
doing
you?
whatever I want.
Ah, okay. See, we're on the same page. And she grabs his hand, holds his up, and she gives him a forced high five, and she says, "All right, good to see we're on the same page. Carry on, soldier." And he blinks. And he's like, "What the hell was that?" And then he goes to look at her, and she's gone.
Daniel just kind of blinks a couple times at the empty space and just kind of does a limp salute saying, "Aye, aye, Captain," and goes back to work.
Here's a voice in the back of his head. "I'm not a captain, but I appreciate the enthusiasm."
Daniel just
All right. So with that, let's get down to Risa, where we've got the tropical resort. You know, your classic, gleaming, somewhat Caribbean style paradise, and the crew is basically free to mill about where they will. So for activities, we've got some bird watching. We've got, well, it seems like a pet show. If folks, want to check into that. There's also usual gambling tournaments, and quite a bit of shopping, and a large beach. And there's also, of course, the cave.
Would there be, say, hoverboarding?
Yes, that too. Classic hoverboard and floater rentals.
Well, Rick will be wanting to purchase a hoverboard. He's getting the feeling that they're going to be coming back to Risa a fair chunk, and it's probably best if he doesn't just rent one, he actually gets one that he can, say, alter.
All right. Yeah, you're basically able to pick that up, no problem. It's just a question of, how good your selection is going to be. So let's give an engineering insight roll to basically judge what's the best floater for your particular specifications.
All right.
So without just manually cheating it, what can Mary roll to give him a bonus to his roll?
I will say Mary will not be involved in this.
Oh,
Just to,
okay.
keep the focus tight. Yeah.
No,
So this is, no assisting on this.
That's 2 successes.
All right. 2 successes. So you're able to basically pick out the board of perfect specifications for what you need. Not too difficult to task.
All right.
Yeah. You're able to pick out a modified board with whatever also style tweaks that you like.
Okay, so it is very a greeny bluey, very greeny bluey kind of board. It is something that he's gonna have to get a little bit of practice with before actually trying to go on the races, because he hasn't got any he hasn't flown. He doesn't have a lot of experience navigating using vehicles. And I'm just laughing at the gift that Kara put in there.
We got Bluey.
That's what's on the board. For everybody listening, it's just a picture of Bluey from the cartoon, but green.
And yeah, so he's going to go find somewhere, take it out, paddle out a little bit into the ocean, and take some practice.
All right. Let's see. Graves. Wait. Hold on. I need to wait. Eli's AFK for a sec.
No, I'm back.
Oh, okay. You get a ping on your comm badge.
Eli taps his combat. Hello.
Hey, Graves here. Yeah. So I was just passing by the gambling hall area, and I was just wondering if you want me to put in a reservation for you down here.
I guess put me in for a late start.
All right. Well,
I'll pay extra if I have to. I really don't give a shit.
Okay, yeah, so there's a later tournament here, and here, I'm just gonna, they got a bunch of stuff on offer, but here's one of the things, I don't know, it might be up your alley. And he just sends a picture of, quite handsome-looking hand weapon.
You're sending me pictures of a prop? Or is that like...
No, apparently it's some kind of disruptor pistol of some kind.
Are you sure it's not a plasma pistol? But
yeah, maybe. I mean, it's hard to tell. It's some kind of energy weapon, and it's kind of what I can make out here from the specs.
I mean, I never really wanted to be my dad just collecting guns and shit.
Okay, well, yeah, just saying, yeah, they've just got some, like, antique-y type things here. I don't know,
I mean... That is literally just a fictional thing made real.
Okay. Yeah, so, let's see. Yeah, otherwise... Yeah, hopefully you can find some good stuff down here. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure that...
Oh yeah, I'm totally down here. Yeah, I'm down there. Here.
It kind of sounds like the bridge beep up there.
No, Eli says over by the replicator. I just have it as a soothing white noise in my bungalow.
Alright, well, I mean, if you want to come down...
I can set it to the warp core too.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, it's we're all right. Well, yeah. I guess just come down / come over when you feel. I'm just gonna be at the cafe / bar area.
All right. Which one? You know how many there are?
Oh,
are you going to the... I know there's like 4 Quarks down there.
Yeah, I think it's a Quarks. I mean, it's hard to tell, but I mean, looking at the decor, it's either a Quarks or a Rainforest Cafe.
Are you sure it's not a Margaritaville?
It could be a Margaritaville. Like it has a bar, and I'm going over there, and it's also just like right there.
Well, enjoy your themed adventure.
All right, and Graves trudges over. Before we get into anything else, Kara.
Kara at this point has marched her way over to the same cave that had been used the last couple times by, let's say, opposing factions, and is starting to poke around, still holding her phaser rifle.
So, okay, so, one more time. Are you at the caves yet? Or are you just going towards the caves?
She arrives. She's at the caves there.
Okay, so you're at the caves. Caves are quiet.
Kara basically just goes inside, looks around, pulls out a tricorder, starts scanning.
You scan a slight anomaly.
Uh-oh.
And another.
Joy.
And, I mean, there's like at least 3 anomalies down here. They're all kind of the same, or, I don't know, maybe it's just the advanced tricorder model, but you're picking up a few things down here.
Okay, how can I identify what I'm getting?
Go ahead and give a science reason.
Okie, give me just a second. Three successes.
Okay, so
Actually, if there's any xenobiology involved, 4 successes.
That's the momentum.
Debating. Okay, so yeah, we've got 3 momentum, and I'm not going to count it as xenobiology because what you find is just a strange thing. You're not quite sure if it's made out of metal or ceramics, but it's kind of like haphazardly just buried, just under the sand. Like geometric,
Sure.
slightly tan, but has some glowing blue bits.
Kara just kind of looks around. There's no Orions. Just gently sweeps up some sand over the what's-it and walks right back out of the cave.
You have returned the supernova device to its resting place.
Look, it ain't something I can shoot. It's not an obvious danger. It's not my problem. Because if my vacation hinges once again on some shit in this cave, I'm gonna be pissed. And she just walks out and beams up her phaser rifle and just heads for the beach.
You head to the beach.
Yep.
Birds are chirping.
Good. This is good. Yes.
John, meanwhile, has a shovel and is proceeding towards the cave.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and say out of character. That's kind of what I was figuring anyway, so let him handle it.
I mean, like, he's actually not finding that thing. He's finding something completely different. With the hint that there were multiple distortions, there's a lot in that cave. That just goes unnoticed. He's gonna find something completely different. Later. We need some padding.
Well, nothing was shooting at me, so good enough. And she just heads for the beach. Just beach time, cold drink, fuck everybody.
Setsa, meanwhile, is just basically dropping stuff at the hotel room. Graves is in the bar. Let's say Bryce is on the beach, sunning himself. As, it's just to fit in. And just to try the experience out. Meanwhile, the Checkers are undergoing D-Day.
What's Checkers doing?
Oh, they're doing D-Day. I mean, basically,
I want to hear the description of it. Damn it! This sounds like it's going to be awesome.
They're intensely standing in one of the landing craft, nicely constructed, and replicated.
They're intensely standing in the. Oh god! I got it. So they're intensely standing in the landing craft while a bunch of basically miscellaneous. Basically, a bunch of different alien species, all trying their best. A lot of these, there's some Binar, some Benzite, people who have not had actually a lot of experience with war outside of Starfleet. So they are in the landing craft.
I just want to add
with
something.
Various degrees of kit. Go for it.
Billups is also there for some reason.
Wait, lower decks, Phillips?
Yes.
Oh, which character is that?
That's the commander of engineering. Except I'm imagining
Yeah.
at this point he has a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
less hair.
The guy from the D&D
He has
planet.
he has a great mustache.
Yeah, Billups is there, and at the sort of the head of the group is Risian coordinator Don at the head, shouting, "All right, you maggots, we've got a big hill to take over there. I want everyone to give the very darn jolly best and everything. And if anyone goes down, raise your hand if you feel that you went down harder than you expected. We want safe to be the priority here, and we have not enabled holographic safety emitters anywhere here. So do be careful. We're trying this out this year. It should go fine."
Mary salutes.
Is Mary wearing combat fatigues or a bikini?
Well, this is back on the ship, right?
No.
This is
on the planet.
This is the
no,
D-Day,
this is on
the
the-
D-Day
oh,
landing
this is-
craft.
Oh, no, she's wearing full, combat fatigues. Then she salutes.
So, Skipper also salutes, and yeah, basically the sort of the simulated the machine gun fire starts, but instead of like I mean they're good bullets, but if you get hit by one, it turns out they're going to be like a soft like gel foam type thing. But yeah, I mean the fire starts on the beach. I mean you've got a very excited Klingon warrior at one of the machine gun posts, just laughing and firing away, shouting various things. Which for some reason
Which
the
machine gun
local
thing?
well one of the machine gun nests on the beach.
Oh no. Those are all supposed to be holograms.
Oh, they've got some other
wants to-
reenactors on the other side.
Who wants to be the Nazis, though? That's the thing.
It's not who wants to be the
know, but-
Nazis, it's who wants to have the machine gun.
Yeah, so
That's
so
a complicated question right there, isn't it? I mean, they got
So
the cooler
what-
uniform, but do you want the logo?
Some people just want to play the bad guy.
yeah,
That too.
it is reenactment. So so basically the landing doors go and the checkers are free to charge the beach now. Eli, let us have for each checkers a fitness security roll, whatever you think is appropriate for them.
Alright, I gotta find the checkers' sheets. I don't remember if I gave checkers a separate, or like the other checkers a separate sheet.
Yeah, if not, I would just go 14 to 15. I mean, they're stout blokes.
Alright, so, daring... Okay, yeah, here we go.
I love that I have a
15.
character sheet for Whately and Mary, but I've never made a character sheet for Grimnir.
I only made a full character sheet for John recently.
Like, I have an
They added
idea of
some-
what we should
It's
do
not
for
going good,
Grimnir's character
boys.
sheet, but that
For
won't
one of
matter.
them.
Oh no!
Let's talk about Nick. Let's talk about Eli. What's Eli
So-
doing? Oh.
So we got one,
Oh,
and then
one's doing
okay.
really good.
Okay, so one checkers he gets out. I mean, he's out like he doesn't like face plant, but he's stumbling a bit. I mean, he's kind of got caught flat-footed. The other checkers though grabs him by the shoulder, pulls him along. You know, just screaming whatever you like things should be screamed at this point as they're charging headlong into fire. A couple of the Binars go down. You got an Afrosian. Doing his best. I mean, really putting in an effort, but I mean, it's high gravity compared to the world he's coming from. And yeah, I mean, the checkers are leading the charge here.
Mary is right behind them, screaming as loud as they are.
And
There's also a familiar man in the back with a long bow wearing a kilt and a sword on his side.
is that?
That's
I
Jack
was
Churchill.
just
Everybody
gonna
run.
I was gonna say Jack Churchill if we wanted to actually have him be an immortal figure here.
Fuck it, he's a
at this
Highlander.
point- I think at this point we absolutely should.
Jack Churchill is the
Okay,
only man
sure.
who's ever declared war on himself and won.
See, I have a list of people who were probably immortal. He is now on it. Keanu Reeves is
Yeah.
also on it.
Yeah,
Oh,
that tracks.
Is Jack Churchill the
Please,
guy
can
who
we have-
like? Is Jack Churchill the guy who got the only confirmed kill with a longbow in World
Yes.
War II? Okay,
Which
okay.
is
I thought
actually
that's what we're talking about.
which is actually the last confirmed kill with a longbow in war.
In war specifically.
He's ascended
He
beyond
also-
the mortal realm as a valorous warrior.
Broadsword also applies as well.
I'm not gonna lie, I was just gonna have it be Eli's dad, but having it actually be Jack Churchill is even better.
Yeah, no, Eli's dad is already all over the place. Let's just let that guy have his own glory.
Yeah,
I didn't say he was
Taking
gonna be
abuse
him,
later.
he was just reenacting him.
Yeah, I mean that's an option. I mean that's kind of the that if I actually had to do like a World War II reenacting as Jack Churchill would be the call to make.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be phenomenal.
All right, so
That-
as this
Doing
is
World War II. What's the word? Fuck it. I forget the word. I give up. Continue. I'm sorry.
From this point, let's see, Chorog and Rick.
Yes.
So, Rick, you are doing your longboard stuff. Chorog, I will say you notice Rick buying hoverboard.
Trog takes note, like, I have to try that as soon as I'm done with this gambling tournament. Trog keeps going over the list of items that are going to be up for grabs this year. Pass, have one, have three. Ooh.
Pink Floyd.
Trog sees the last item on the list. It is an original 1973 vinyl pressing of Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. Trog just eyes wide. I must have this. Trog.
I will also say for drama, real quick, that's the tournament Eli is entered into.
Unbeknownst to Chorog at the time.
Yes.
Chorog enters his name into the tournament for the vinyl album because he hasn't told anybody. Chorog is a massive fan of vinyl. It just sounds better. Chorog
yes.
hustles off wearing his very, very loud suit to the nearest Domjot table. He's feeling lucky. He has a blood wine martini. He has his favorite suit on. He's feeling awful lucky.
Orion across the Domjot table, kind of in a the well-tailored gold suit. Looks at him and says, yes. Seems we have a newcomer here. Let's hope that you provide more entertainment than our last companion. Oh ho ho.
Oh, you need no buddies. I'm a Nausicaan and I'm living free and easy. Let's do this.
Very much love the sunglasses. You must point me to your tailor.
Oh, I can do that and more, my friend. You'd look fantastic in a gold leisure suit.
Yes.
Gold.
So they begin to play gold. They begin to play Damja. I have no idea how to play this game. So I will simply have you do a let's do Insight Command on the assumption that you're, getting a feel for your other players.
Domja is kind of like billiards, but it has like several barriers in the way. What was I'm rolling?
All right.
That's a dumb dot
Okay,
table.
yeah, so
There we go.
let's... Okay, that's the Domjot table. Okay, so let's have this be either a control security if you're trying to get for the precision shot, or a daring security if you're going for a trick shot.
We'll go for control security. Chorog wants to show what he can do.
All right. I will not spend any threat. I'm trying not to spend threat and resist that temptation tonight. Oh, okay.
Can I just spitball
that's
something
one-
here? The trick
Go for
shot
it.
is
We get
off
the
the
complication.
Orion.
So Chorog makes his trick shot. However, it bounces oddly off one of the barriers, nails the Orion, knocks him cold.
Yep, then Orion is just knocked cold, and you're able to then proceed with the rest of the shot. So let's go ahead and give another control security roll.
I was about to say, and there's polite applause from the table.
So,
Yes, basically.
considering what we know about Mary, can Mary give him a slight bonus? Like,
I
can
will
she
say
give
in
him
this
an
scene,
assist?
yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, so Mary can assist.
Do
Mary
want
can
me-
assist here.
Do you want me to roll, or do you just want to make it an automatic +1? What do you want to do?
Let's for Chorog's scene. Let's just go ahead and make it a automatic +1.
Okay. Awesome.
So Chorog, you've got a great shot lined up. You're feeling good. Something about it just feels right.
Corner pocket.
So,
behind corner pocket behind my back.
All right, and you got 2 successes there.
2 successes.
Right, you got 2 successes. That makes 3, and boom, you're able to knock that shot off, and you win the round. The score points.
Ladies and gentlemen, always bet on the Nausicaan.
There's polite applause to that. And just because it's around that time, let's go ahead, take a 5 to 10 minute break, and we'll be back with more of our crew's silly adventure on Risa. All right, and welcome back. And we cut up to Daniel working on his special project on the USS Reliant, making good headway.
Yeah, Daniel's, Daniel is just like, a lot of the wall panels are back in place, and he's just kind of like connecting a few large cables to each other at this point. Just trying to finish things up in the hallway.
You see John scooting around in the just scooting down the hallway, dragging along a very large, seemingly wooden chest.
Hey, John. What you got there, buddy?
Oh, so I went down to the planet, went down, and like I was on space, out in space on my comet, and I found a map. It was a treasure map, because, there's a wrecked ship that looked really old and ancient, and apparently they hit something in a cave, and I found it. It's here.
And he just starts rubbing the chest.
Daniel takes his scanner out of a pocket and just kind of gives the chest a quick scan to see if anything might blow up.
Go ahead and give me a insight science roll, and I will say your focuses do apply. 1 success. Tricorder's readings just go like you're scanning the different radiation signatures, and you just find like these weird spikes of radiation where it's just like that's not right. That's not right. So what's in the chest?
Daniel just kind of sets down his tools and says, "Okay, John, I'm gonna help you open that chest. Just give me a minute to put something on." And Daniel runs into his room to grab his suit.
You grab your suit, and John is patiently waiting. We'll come back to that later, but we just we shift back down to Risa and Wheatley.
Whately is sitting on his beach chair on the beach. He's reading a book. We'll say he's reading For Whom the Bell Tolls by Hemingway. And he's just enjoying his time where he's on a planet where nobody is thinking bad thoughts. Everybody is happy. Everybody is like having sex and getting drunk, and like there's no badness. There's no like anger. Just like because remember, Whately is like permanently open mind. He's always hearing everything that everybody thinks. This is why Whately loves Risa. It's just like he comes here and he gets to get away. Like everybody's happy. So he didn't have to dwell on anything. He's not inundated with people's drama. He just gets to kick back on the beach, drink a margarita or pina colada, and he cracks open a book, sits back on the beach, and he's happy. One of the very few times in his life, Whately is happy.
Even in the, even though you can also feel, the reenactment. I mean, even that Klingon on that machine gun post. He is just having the time of his life. It's just relaxing, kick back. Everyone's having fun.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, Jack Churchill, I mean, he's back in it. He's just, he's in the happy place. And, let's see, we cut over to Graves over in the bar. Drinking by himself.
Oh, Turog.
Kind of just...
JB just asked an interesting question. Can Whately sense Turog purposely knocking out that Orion?
Yes.
Does Whately recognize it as a happy thing, or is it like
it just satisfied, I would say no. It's just like a serendipitous. Hey, that was cool. Yeah, and just being real happy. Like, yeah, it's going. It's just sort of like more fun for the vibe.
I was about to say, judging by the people around the table, I'm pretty sure it has increased the net happiness.
Even the guy who got knocked out is having pleasant dreams.
Yeah.
So Whately remains happy and just, y'all have fun, I'm doing my thing, and he just goes back to his book.
And even the seagulls are, making sure he's got a good time going, and they don't.
Oh, if the seagulls or whatever animals are on Risa start getting too close to him, he's just like, go away. He waves his hand. Exerts his mental energy. Go away.
They're good. They're good. They're well trained. Hotel staff make sure that the seagulls are on their best behavior.
And this again is why he loves Risa so goddamn much. Like I said, that day when Risa or when Whately achieves his ultimate form and becomes the bad guy everybody's afraid he's gonna become. Risa is the one planet that will be spared because it's his one happy place.
Or just he moves to he assumes godlike or the sort of the Cthulhu like energy, and all he does is just go to Risa. He uses his power just bloop. He's just at Risa.
Y'all worship me, but I'm gonna be over here ignoring all of you.
Yeah. So Graves is at the bar. Eli, are you still on the ship?
Eli is indeed on the ship. He's passing by the corridor that Daniels and John are in, going to the holodeck to pop in to say hello to Grimnir, putting off going down longer and longer.
All right, so you see that John has a mysterious treasure chest,
and Daniel is in his full spacesuit, reaching towards the clasp on the chest with some tongs.
What y'all doing?
Standard maintenance.
Treasure!
I'm gonna have to go with the treasure one. I obviously see the chest.
Treasure. It's pretty.
You guys wanna... It's warm.
I did pick up some weird...
Again.
Oh, sorry.
It's gonna beep again. Report.
You got...
Oh, sorry.
No, you first.
I did pick up some weird radiation spikes, so hence the attire. And Daniel just kind of gestures to himself with the tongs.
Not all radiation is deadly radiation.
Well, you
Just
never
be
know.
Tetrion. You want to open it in the holodeck? I'm on my way to go see Grimnir.
Daniel just kind of looks to John, raises an eyebrow.
John nods, and he just starts pulling the chest by himself. He kind of knocks around a little bit. He's not being gentle with it. But he pulls the treasure chest over to the holodeck.
He's just leaving a trail of sand behind.
If I remember right, John likes Grimnir, right?
Yep.
I think John likes everybody. I don't think John's met somebody he doesn't like yet.
He doesn't like Mary. We've established that he and Mary do not get along. Nor does he and Whately. Whately likes John. John does not like Whately.
Wait, John, he doesn't know where Mary exists.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the mutual blind spot.
Yeah.
That's not disliking, though. John is a happy little.
Mary just does not exist to John. But if I remember right, we established that Whately likes John, but John does not like Whately, and we've never established why. Of course, out of character, we know why. But if I remember right, that was what we established. Yes.
Yeah, you might be a little uneasy around it. Yeah.
I only recall John liking everybody.
It's Setsa that is uneasy. Yeah, it's Setsa that's uneasy about Waitley, John is like, yeah, John is basically that figure that even if Waitley goes full demon, John will still try to give him a hug.
Well, and that's the best way to approach it if that ever happens. But okay, that,
So,
that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay,
yeah,
so
so
my memory is
yeah.
colluded. My
Yeah,
bad.
but it's Setsa. Yeah, it's Setsa. It's the other synth voice I do. But yeah, they arrive.
I think the reason I got them confuzzled is because you tend to use the same accident for both of them.
Yeah, occasionally. But so they basically arrive on the holodeck.
So
There.
they get in the holodeck, and Grimnir's got this like full on Andorian Ushan tournament going on. And what I was going to say at the end of this, because I didn't think anybody was actually going to show up to Grimnir's holodeck, he's actually got there was an Andorian ensign, security ensign, that's actually shown up once he realized there was an Ushan tournament going on. So Grimnir is doing this fight with this Andorian ensign, and it's a pretty tough fight. Like, it's pretty equally matched because Grimnir's holding back. Like, he wants to give this kid a chance. And he sees everybody come in. He's like, "Oh, I got to make this a good show." So once he sees the people come in, he's like, "Okay, yep, I got to do this."
Eli immediately joins the holographic crowd and chanting, "Ooh, Sean! Ooh,
Ooh, Sean!" Yeah. And he looks at the kid and he says, "Are you ready to win?" And the kid looks at him and goes, "What?" And Grimnir just grabs him, like drops the Ushan Tor and grabs him and tries to drag him down to the ground. But he's not actually trying to succeed. He's like giving the kid every chance in the world to win. So, do we want to do a roll, or do we just want to say the kid wins?
Let's
just say the kid wins.
Oh.
Okay.
So
yeah, like I didn't.
Grimnir is intentionally failing the roll.
Yeah, like if you're intentionally failing that hard, I will say, yeah, let's go ahead, just make it an automatic critical fail, if we want to put it that way.
The only thing I would say is maybe make a roll that the kid is convinced that he actually won.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe to sell it.
Like Grimnir wants to sell it. Like, he doesn't want the kid to know that he's letting the kid win.
All right, so you got one success. So the kid's gonna feel like he's gonna sell it okay. Like it fits with the scene, but the kid's gonna be like a little confused.
Yeah, he's like, "How the fuck did I beat this guy?" And Grimnir's just lying on the ground, panting, like, "Kid, I've been doing this for 8 hours straight. Are you really surprised you won?"
Meanwhile, John, while that's playing out, John has a couple of Ushan in hand and is just stabbing away at the treasure chest, trying to open it up.
Daniel notices and just like, whoa, hold on there, buddy, and tries to pull John away from it.
Grimnir.
Meanwhile, the holographic
Oh, go ahead.
I'm just saying, the holographic crowd, they don't notice. They're just cheering.
Grimnir gets up, pats the kid on the back, looks over. Whoa. Don't stab it. You're just going to break the lock and you'll never be able to open it. You want me to pick it open for you?
Done.
And he's doing his accent that he does to fuck people over. He's doing his normal voice, which is basically my voice, but deeper and more growly.
Yeah, you can go open it. That'd be good, because there's treasure inside. I'm excited.
Alright, let me come over, and he reaches into his pockets of his whatever the fuck he wears, because normally when he's off duty, not in his Starfleet uniform, he's wearing like this weird mishmash of the Guinan uniform, but it's got cargo pockets and shit. And he comes over, he pulls out some old school lockpicks, and he sits down and he starts fucking picking at it. Now, Grimnir sucks at lockpicking. Like, he's got 100 lockpicking skill, but he still sucks at it. So, what am I
Let's go with
rolling
a with that factor in mind, your target's going to be 11.
All right. 2.
You got the 100 skill, but you do suck at it.
What did you say? 11?
11.
Yeah.
It's slash R.
Oh yeah.
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 Or slash R and then just 11.
God damn it. I'm also still dealing with a new keyboard.
I hate
It,
that.
it's a lot clickier than my old keyboard was.
Yeah, I got a clicky one here too. I try to be careful of that. Also had to get a new keyboard. Here,
It's just
I
it's
got it.
just slash R. You don't put the
Okay.
2d20.
All right, you got one success.
All right. So that is up to you to determine how successful Grimner was.
Daniel can help by like leaning over and being like, you try doing this kind of thing.
All right, so
And Grimner does it. I got this. I can do this. I've done this a million times.
you're getting
Snap.
you're
Fuck,
getting some
I need
progress,
another lock.
but yeah, you do snap, and you need another lockpick. So let's go again.
So he probably
So,
breaks
yeah,
like
just
4 or
say-
5 lock picks, but he eventually gets it.
Yeah, and John opens the case, and inside the case, there's just this weird, like basically like solid black dodecahedron.
Grimner looks at that and says, "Oh, this is Wheatley shit. I'm out. Nope. And he straight up stands up, says, "Everybody get the fuck out of my bar. Nope. Bar's closed. Get the fuck out. Nope."
This is the holodeck.
Oh. Computer, end program. Get the fuck out.
John
Daniel-
just sighs, and he picks up the shape, and he just starts rolling it like around, like
Hey,
across
John?
the floor.
Grimner looks
Oi?
at John and says, "Hey, John, can I ask you a favor? Like, you and I are buddies, right?"
And we're good buddies.
Yes, we're very good buddies. And he gives him a high five. Can I ask you to take that to another galaxy so we don't have to worry about it? Because that looks like a thing we're going to have to worry about.
Okay.
Daniel has
Please?
been scanning it now that it
Hold
is
on,
unobstructed to see if he can actually figure out what it is.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for this for John.
Grimner's just like, that looks like a thing we're going to have to worry about, and I don't want us to have to worry about it.
Okay, John then he's just got 4 successes on this roll. I actually spent some thread here because it would have been hilarious because he would have left this artifact at he said take it to another galaxy. He would have taken it to a galaxy cafe. Basically my version of a Starfleet McDonald's.
Yeah, I figured that.
But no, he got,
but yeah, I got what you mean.
so he's got 4 successes though. So he actually just straight up spore jumps the Andromeda Galaxy at this point.
I feel
The
sorry for them.
Iconians get a birthday present.
Oh god, he goes back into. Okay.
Starts the Iconian War.
Okay, no. He does it so well that he also spore jumps back in time, and inadvertently, by depositing this, he creates the chain of events that leads to the depopulation of the Andromeda Galaxy and the refugees that led to the Kelvins.
And Grimner will never know that he accidentally sparked that.
I mean,
saying, get that away from us. Take it to another galaxy if you can.
There's that the monkey paw curls.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Did Daniel
Yeah, so-
actually get a better idea of
We
what
don't
this is?
for the consequences. What'd you say?
Something-
I'm sorry.
It's something temporal. Like that's this feeling that Daniel just got, and you just get this for Daniel. When you look at that thing, you just get a pervasive sense of just time and distance. It's a weird sensation, but it's that looks old. And we will actually cover that stuff later, though.
It's something none of us want Waitley to interact with. That's for damn sure.
I think it wouldn't be too bad with it. It wouldn't be too bad with the direction this eventually goes. That'll be for another episode.
But yeah, Grimner looks at it and is like, "Yeah, get that out of here. That looks bad. Get that gone. John, you can do that, right?"
Yeah. So John has spore jumped to the Andromeda Galaxy, but let's first though. That's just something that's a slightly a more important matter than creating a vast temporal loop. Is Rick Tier your surfboard?
Yes, so he's going to So he's just basically been paddling just out, like just a little past the beach on just deep enough so that it's he's got to, if he falls off, then it's just going to be into the water. There's not going to be any real major problems. It's not shallow enough for him to hit anything. And he's going to try and start control of the hoverboard and see where it takes him.
All right, you've got 3 momentum, and let's go with a control fitness roll.
Those are 2 attributes.
Oh, sorry.
Control con.
Security. Yeah, control con. Let's go.
Where's my character sheet there? 1 for con, 11 for control. So let's see how that goes.
Yes, and no threat.
Yeah, why not? We'll use a momentum. This is going to be. Let's see what happens. Ooh.
Oh, well, you got a success there. So Rick is able to wobbly get it going, but definitely could use more adjustment. Something does feel off with the calibration.
So he stops and just sort of just gets and just sort of paddles back in, looks at it. I'm gonna have to take this into the holodeck and run some simulations to figure out what exactly I need to do. So he's gonna walk past Waitley. Waitley gets a slight annoyed thing from him, but nothing too bad.
Waitley looks up and scowls and then goes back to his book.
And then heads transports back up to the Reliant through the through like the transporter pads on the resort, and heads into one of the other holodecks to start doing some it's like not wind tunnel, but like set up a closed environment that he can control to just to see how the board reacts.
All right. So as you do that, let's just go ahead and have a background engineering reason roll, so we can come back, or you know the results when we come back to that. Let's jump over to Kara. Complication, because congrats.
Oh, actually, could I? No, we'll use the I should have used the momentum, but anyway.
All right. Kara.
Yeah.
Kara is on the beach still, correct?
Yes.
That's it has finally managed to rock up to the beach. She is in a
probably
white one
sitting
piece.
there on a beach chair, reading a book, looks up at Kara, scowls at her, leave me alone. I'm enjoying my vacation. Goes back to his book.
Carr just looks over and gives him the look that says, "Bitch, I've been sitting here for the past hour and haven't said a damn thing to you. Where did you come from?"
That's a waves.
Carr waves, goes back to her drink.
That's it sits next to Kara. Orders a drink as well.
Carr is
Waitley
quite
just
happy with
sits
this
atop his
development.
mojito. Goes back to his book.
The waves, they lap in the distance. The birds, they chirp. Chirp again. That's what looks up to the birds. Slightly annoyed by the birds. But then
Careful.
soon
If you're looking up like that when they poop, well,
that's a moves umbrella,
Can
beach
I-
umbrella, over
Could I
her.
have Mary do a thing for comedy?
Yes. Yep, go for it.
So when Carrie says, "Be careful when you look up," they do poop. All of a sudden, this big giant bird flies over Kara's head and just takes a massive shit on her face.
No. Kara has the opportunity to dodge.
Yep, that's allowed.
Yep.
She has the opportunity. She
So-
sees it coming.
we looking
Like,
at this as fitness
oh.
security, or
Right as she
Um,
says it, she's like, "Oh God."
Yeah, so let's go with a fitness security or daring if you want to try to block it with like a local breach umbrella.
Actually, let's go with the daring then. She's gonna grab the umbrella, and I'm gonna spend momentum and grab an extra die.
Hey.
I'm not gonna complain. Anybody gonna say she can't spend momentum?
The DM says she can spend momentum.
Spend it.
Well, remember, momentum is
the
up to
momentum.
the players.
She can spend it.
Two
So two
successes.
successes.
Yep, so 2 successes. Kara is able to deflect the shot, and together Sessa and Kara are huddling under the umbrella.
Okay, maybe I should go indoors. The birds have turned against me.
Somewhere far away, Mary is laughing her ass off. They can't hear it, but somewhere far away, Mary is laughing her ass off.
And so we can, just make sure this doesn't drift into a two-parter.
Oh no! I
Hold
like
on,
what DB says.
Hold up.
It bounces off the umbrella onto Whately. Because that is something Mary would do, because Mary does not like Whately.
If you want to have that happen,
That's what I just said. Whately's just like, really? And that's it. I think that would be funny.
all right. So just so we don't drift into a two-parter here, let's get moving to a couple of key events. The checkers.
Yes.
So you are storming up the beach, and you're moving up to your first primary objective, which is the Klingon in the pillbox. You have paint grenades.
Paint?
You can also try. You have
Let's
grenades
go with smoke.
that won't kill. Or smoke, it just things that will go bloop.
Getting a smoke grenade. Flush him out.
Yep. So let's go ahead and just go ahead and give a couple of rolls for 15.
I don't think I need the other one.
Okay, yeah, you're able to tag the Klingon with the smoke grenade, so now he is out. And at this point,
I throw it into the bunker, and they're like waiting at the exit, and other checkers is gonna gun him down with the Tommy gun as he's
go ahead.
the bunker.
Okay, so the smoke grenade hits. Klingon gets up, tries to reposition himself, and the other checkers fires into them. The Klingon basically clutches at his chest and he says, "Hark!" Oh,
only one success.
One success. No, he is still going through this though. He's just hit a couple of times, but he still grabs his chest and goes, "Hark! I have failed my planet. Country. Yes, I failed my country, and I've let down all that I hold dear. I shall see you in the afterlife."
Have you read a history?
And he just sort of collapses. Apparently not. He just saw the brochures and joined in.
This is the D-Day invasion reenactment, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So Mary's sitting off to the side watching this going, really? That's the best they got? She walks over, kicks the dude in the helmet, and is like, "Come on, be a proper Nazi. Talk about the Third Reich and all that." No, nothing.
Hold on, guys. Hey. Before we get into that, we do have to finish up soon. So, checkers. Anything else you do there?
War Checkers is taking the MG-42 from the bunker and Master Chiefing it around.
All right, so you basically go on, you continue to have fun, and you're able to take, you're able to take the beach, and you're able to also place very highly on the leaderboards that they also have for not kills. They call them takedowns, but you know what they're referring to. But lastly, though, we do have the gambling tournament, and it is now the final event. So, Eli, does you actually show for this?
Yeah, he'll get drunk enough to go down.
Okay, so Eli, you're at the table, and Chorog,
Mary
you're also
is
at the table.
gonna do a thing.
Do they allow
we got it.
And DM can tell me no, Mary cannot do this thing, but Mary wants to sober him up and give him a bonus to his dice roll.
I don't want to be sober.
Yeah, so we'll play this out. And again, we are reaching time, so I do want to be quick about this.
Do they allow?
Just so again, we don't get into a two-parter.
Behind the scenes, nobody knows it's Mary doing it, but
Yeah, I know, but the more we keep having these side conversations, the longer it takes. So I'm just trying to say, hey,
Fair
let's
enough.
get
Fair
on.
enough.
Yeah, let's just. So because Chorg needs to go to bed soon. I need to go to bed soon because I got a kitty to take to the vet tomorrow morning at 7:30 for a tooth extraction.
Oh, poor
So
kitty.
yeah, so I don't want to spend too late on this. So and again,
Fair
I don't
enough.
want to make this a two-parter. I don't have anything for the two-parter unless we want to go back for the artifact. Okay, so it's poker. You've got two other opponents, and we're going to handle this in a series of rounds. So I will be rolling, but for you two, you're able to basically approach this in whatever way you feel your character is most capable. So what I'm basically saying is that you get to pick the combination of dice, the combination of traits and attributes that gives you the best result. You are in this to win it, or just have a good time.
Make it
So it's your
3.
best
Daniel
combination.
wants to join.
Yeah,
And
Daniel.
Daniel is also coming in too.
Yeah, Daniel
Okay,
finished
so-
his project and came down with Eli because he was already there with Eli in the holodeck anyway.
Okay, so okay, so you've got one opponent and then the three of you. You're signed up for the finals. It's a specialty round, and you're able to just sort of rock up to this one. So the first hand is going to be dealt. Dealer passes them out. Everyone looks at their cards. Now it's time to do the bet, all, fold, and before we narrate that, go ahead and give me your best roll.
Let's see here.
So it's just whatever combination gets me the highest number.
Yeah, if it's like a science reason, if it's because you're able to sort of approach the situation in a unique way. So, if you're using science, you're, maybe doing more probability math, you're doing medicine, you're looking at tells, command, you're sort of, trying to lead them on a little bit. Even engineering, you're able to, play around with odds. Security, you just have an insight.
I'm doing control science.
Eli's going for a bluff with, or some kind of move with control command.
I'm going control
All right.
security.
2 successes from DB. From the NPC at the table, all A&R in a white suit. 1 success from the A&R. He's going to be out. So, in this first round, Chorog's got the upper hand, while DB and Eli are able to hold in, and basically they just rake everything in from the last player at the table, who kind of grumbles, and just it sits up without a word. So now we're down to 3 players. We got the next hand dealt. Just kind of proceeding. And now it's just down to you 3. So let's go ahead and do another series of rolls. And the way we're going to handle this is that who gets the fewest number of successes is out. And if it's a tie, we just roll again. Just keep going.
I'm going to go with daring security on this.
Go and control command again, and can I use my empath talent to get a focus? Wink.
I will go with Nord's option. Mary is giving you a little bit of a bonus, so you get a +1 bonus.
Oh, to my
but
target.
I'll manifest. Let's go ahead and just do it to target, just to make it, just make it a little bit fair.
Like, it's not a giant bonus. It's just like
I
you get
mean,
a
at
little
what-
nudge.
At the
no,
at
by
the level I'm doing this, it is a.
Yeah, as a success,
fuck.
that is a big bonus.
Can I use some momentum to
Alright.
reroll that 18?
Oh yeah, how much momentum do we have? Because I might want to.
We only have 2
had-
left, so I'll basically.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
We-
had
we-
3
yeah,
last
it's
I
been
checked,
spent.
Apparently, it's 2.
So-
Okay.
Yeah, it was +1, but it was also we spent a couple. So
I don't wanna
let's
be
just
out
go
yet.
ahead.
Oh,
Yeah,
should
okay,
that be the
so
thing
guys-
that
guys-
Mary
guys-
can do?
Yeah, guys.
Instead
Just so we
of
can, we're
affecting
over time,
people's
guys.
rolls, Mary can just give momentum.
Okay, yeah. So we got to finish this up. So let's just go with Mary's assist to Eli. Is that Eli gets to reroll? That's
sorry.
the level of assist. But we do want to get this to a conclusion.
Alright, that is better.
Because should Chirog make the final round, I want to use his criminal mind talent and his criminal enterprises talent because he's cheated at more than one hand cards.
All right. So, Chorog, is that the 18 and 8 your latest roll, or do you need to roll again?
I'm gonna
That's his
roll.
latest.
That was my latest roll. Yeah.
Okay, so everyone gets 2 successes there. So, basically, let's just go ahead and roll again. Basically, your rolls are what they are now.
Okay, so I'm gonna go control security, and I want to use criminal enterprises and criminal
Damn.
minds.
I was
What
gonna
do
ask.
those do specifically?
Criminal minds means he's able to cheat his way through most things, and criminal enterprises mean he's a natural cheat.
Okay, so those are so those are just like so those are focuses. So those would only adjust your critical range. Yeah.
So that when whenever he plays cards, he can always have the upper hand and cheat and win.
So
Yeah, but that won't give you an automatic win. That would just increase
Okay.
your critical range.
yeah, just it's a roll, and your crit range is very low.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see
Or,
if you'll
no,
roll
yeah,
within that crit range now.
Oh, I just.
Nope.
Fuck
Eh,
me.
Question.
Okay, guys. Okay, let me just go through this because again, we have to finish up, and as DM, I'm emphasizing that we have to finish up. So let's just roll through. So Daniel and Eli tied. So neither of them are out yet. So let's go ahead and do another reroll.
Oh, well,
There's
fuck, we did
Both
that.
got 1
Oh,
success.
I see Chorog's roll. He got an 11 and a 9. What was his crit range?
That's
Guess-
only going to be as high as 5. So no. So again, just let me
Oh.
handle it.
That's unfortunate.
Let me handle it. Otherwise, I'll just declare victor. So 2 successes for Eli on the new roll.
Oh, God.
2 successes for DB. Oh no, Nigel!
Nigel, no.
Oh, there we
I
go.
just,
Okay,
I just
2
wanted to
successes
say,
again.
I do have a talent testing a theory. When you attempt a task using engineering or science, you may roll 1 additional d20, so long as you succeeded at a previous task covering the same scientific or technological field earlier in the same adventure. And I've been
not
rolling with
apply.
science a lot.
Don't think
for
that
all
applies
these.
to this.
No. It's
Okay.
the same technology. This is not a technological endeavor.
Okay, I just thought I'd put it
Yeah.
out there in case
So
you
let's
would
just-
allow it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
I get
everyone
it, but
roll again.
Yeah, that
Hey.
doesn't apply to this.
Yeah.
Hey, nothing
got it, Nord.
ventured.
Nothing venture,
So-
nothing gain, right?
Yep.
Could I apply sleight of hand as a focus?
Oh, absolutely. This
No.
is very much a sleight of hand.
Oh, that is
Oh,
4
Oh,
successes.
That means you're cheating. Do you want to cheat?
Well, would 4 successes make me not be caught?
Well, here's the thing. No, here's the thing. The sleight of hand, you need to know how to cheat. It's not enough to make you a cheater. So just for right now, let's just go ahead and just pick the raw results. Just because that's probably going to give us, the highest odds of just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Duncan is the DM. Go with what he says.
Chorog,
Yeah,
you're
so
up.
let's just we got 2
By
successes, 2
elimination.
successes, and
Yes.
1
technically, sleight of
success.
hand
Chorog.
would play a role if you had said that. to
Chorog.
begin with.
So Chorog, you only get 1 success, so you're out. You get a consolation prize.
Ooh, what's the consolation prize? And
it's
Mary's in the
Pink
corner
Floyd's.
saying, "Ooh, what's the consolation prize?"
Nord, it's Pink Floyd's original vinyl pressing of Dark Side of the Moon.
Mary's
Yeah, all right.
cheering. She's encouraging the crowd to cheer.
All right. Ooh, this will
All right,
match
so now-
nicely in my collection.
So now we're down to Eli versus DB, facing off each other across the table at poker.
Just you and me, good buddy.
This is poker, right?
Wait, yeah? No, it's blackjack. Wink.
That's what?
So the hand,
Wait, I thought we were playing Pinochle.
yeah. So
Playing
the
Fistman.
the next round is dealt. Give us another roll.
Drog standing there looking at you like, you got this.
Mary is
scared.
not giving any of them a bonus for this one.
Oh, well, I
She
still.
wants to see who wins.
2 versus 2. Roll again.
Can I use my sleight of hand not to cheat, but just to confuse Eli to give me an advantage?
Oh,
No.
Yeah, we're just gonna roll off. Just Gotta
This
run.
all
We're out of
resolves.
time,
Okay,
guys.
okay.
Guys, we're out of time.
Ah,
I want to get this done tonight.
I don't think the
Two
dice
success-
want us
two
to go.
success.
That's
Roll again.
not how sleight of hand works.
Rapid
So, no.
Let's just rapid fire. Come on. 2 successes. 2 successes. Roll again.
At this point, a lot of the audience is starting to walk away.
Oh no, they're listening.
Right.
They want to know who wins this. Who's the better
All right.
gambler, Eli
Also-
or DB?
So basically, was those okay? So we got our Eli. Your last roll is 13-5 versus 12-14.
Yes.
Okay, let's go ahead and do another roll off. But both of your critical ranges are now 4 because you're in the game, you're in the zone, you've got the hang of this. So
Like that moment in the TV shows and the movies where it's just like the music intensifies and like the camera is spinning around and you're like, I'm gonna play this card, I'm gonna play this card, and
I
believe
believe
both
in the
won.
heart of the cards.
New
I
hand.
draw.
exactly.
Play them.
so play them. Get another roll. What a
That's
2 for
2
DB.
successes.
2
That's
successes and 2 successes. Roll again.
I like what Rick just said. I would suggest 1 die versus 1 die, not success, but value versus die.
Yeah, I was hoping to avoid the 1 die roll because then I have to explain how to roll the die. But let's just go ahead. This is the
But
final
they,
hand.
They
One
keep
more
both
shot.
getting
Guys.
2 successes, so
Yeah,
might
guys,
as well do it that way.
let me narrate so we can finish this up. All right, 1 dice roll. The first number, just to keep it easy to type in, the first number is your roll. The lowest wins.
So 1d20, and the lowest wins. You said.
So only 1 die.
Or you can roll 2, but you're only taking that first number.
I got it. I can do 1.
Oh.
I want him to go first just
Okay.
to see what I have to match up
Yeah.
against.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That's
DB,
a
you got a 5. You got a 5.
Fuck.
11. DB, you got first place.
Hold
Eli.
on.
No,
Only
no.
rolled 1.
No, that's fine.
you were supposed
because,
to.
yeah,
Yeah, but DB didn't.
We were taking.
I
He's
said the
taking
first
the
number. Let me narrate. Guys,
Fair enough.
Seriously.
I'll put up.
let me go through this. So, DB, you got first place. Eli, you got second place. Eli, you got a pick up something fancy.
I'm
So-
just playing for the thrill of the game. I don't need a prize.
All right, so you head out without the prize, and then
We'll make something up later.
Yeah. And DB, you win James Bond's submersible modified car from that one Bond movie.
Modified
Great.
Lotus Esprit.
Modified Lotus Esprit.
We got it out of Elon's clutches.
Daniel's just like kind of freaking out over this because he's never really like done anything like this before or wanted anything like this. But then he just kind of thinks, "Wait a minute, how do I get this back to the ship?" And then it smash cuts away.
All right. And with that, the team basically finished out the rest of the vacation. It's just a nice couple of days where they're able to just hang out, relax, and just enjoy the pleasures of the resort. So, thank you for joining us tonight on this episode of Star Trek Reliant. And yeah, we'll be here in a couple of weeks to continue on the big adventures. But for now, the crew has this little bit of downtime.
I have
Oh.
bonus soon. Just it's quick.
Okay, very quick. Yeah.
All right. As Waitley is still on the beach relaxing, after the D-Day invasion reenactment is done, the Beechcraft lands right in front of where he's suntanning. They're all getting out, cheering, just being generally loud and annoying.
Yeah,
And-
as soon as that it starts approaching, Waitley stands up and starts walking away. He's like, "Nope, not what I'm here for."
And there is an odd feeling coming from one of them.
Again, not what I'm here for. But he turns and looks and says, "What's your problem?"
Oh, nobody's coming up to him. I'm just saying he feels a weird feeling.
No, he singles
it's-
out
it-
wherever the weird feeling is coming from. He's
It's
like,
not
"What's
coming
your
from a
problem?"
person. It's just an aura, a weird aura.
Damn it. He
It's coming
shakes
from
his
an item
head.
on a person.
Can he? Because at this point, Waitley has kind of mastered telepathy and all that. Can he view in on what the item is? I'm not asking you. I'm asking the DM.
Yeah,
Okay,
I know. I was waiting to see.
Yeah, so basically, just in the interest of simplicity here, you get a general feeling of the item. You can't quite zero in yet.
Okay.
Another time.
So he looks in its direction. Who's carrying the item?
A strange, familiar-looking man with black hair. He hasn't seen the man before, but in some ways he has. Or maybe I think never mind. He probably has seen him. It's Eli's dad.
Whately looks at him, doesn't say a word, just shakes his head. Fuck this shit, I'm out. God damn it, Risa is supposed to be my drama-free zone. And Whately just wanders off down the beach like, God damn it, you motherfuckers ruined it for me. Fucking. And he's just screaming to himself as he's walking away.
Oh, I will say
never asked
Whately
what
has
his
it.
aura is.
Mary, however, shows up in her bikini, and she just says, hi. And she's just looking at Eli's dad. Hi. May I
I'm married.
introduce you to the crew? Oh, how dare you
Okay.
assume that about me? I just wanted to introduce you
You have
to
like
the
4
crew.
Horagons.
All right, and with that,
Or-
hey guys, and with that, we cut out for the night.
So the
Sorry,
last
but,
scene,
yeah,
I
need
just
to go
want
to
say
bed.
the last scene is everybody beams up to the ship, and there's Mary with like at least a dozen, if not more, Horgon statues in her arms. I don't
He
know
only
how I got
glanced.
these. They're just there.